You wait here. Yeah. No, of course, no. That's not what I do. I was just gonna just wet the face a bit, because when you wake up about 20 minutes ago. Yes. Yeah, I'll give you a brief of what's done. Oh, sorry, that happens all the time.
Knocking out your guitars.
Yeah. I'll give you a brief, rough. I'll do it later. I'll get words back again. Well, what it was,
Your light?
no, it's the only light I've got.
No, no worries.
I can get another little light there. Yeah, I'll give you just a rough, because I mean, we're talking about there's a lot of stuff that happened roughly since 1991. Before I moved to this building, yeah? And it helps to build a picture of why they're doing what they're doing. But, I mean, I'll try and break it down really, really quick, and then we'll get on to, I'll show you something you just won't believe on TV from some newspaper. But I mean, basically, I've always been written down as schizophrenic and all that shit. Yeah, can't have a conversation with anyone. What happened? I used to live in Western Avenue with my old man, my dad. About 1980 odd, yeah. I was asleep in my bed. I was abducted in my sleep one night, yeah. Chinese family. Not tried widows, there was Polish there. It was like a cauldron there as well. That's what it's like going on around here. And I didn't have any proof, I just had recollections and stuff, yeah? No proof whatsoever, not like what I've got now. And what happened, in 1990 I was diagnosed, he thinks he's been raped, he's, by a psychiatrist and all that, yeah? Ended up going to hospital, went out there, went to a hospital to get a new place, like you do. Met up with someone called Chris Walsh in 1992. Moved into Morgan Court 93, had a good life, good relationship, started to build up a good love and all that. What happened, he ended up going over a balcony after years and years of in and out of hospital.
Yeah.
He started hearing the stuff down a microchip, like an implant, these things, yeah. That's what it's about as well, this. And he went up a balcony, his funeral came and gone. I've got the inquest paperwork, yeah, post-mortem, don't match up, yeah. Well, we're waiting for stuff from the police at the time regarding to how many attacks were, nothing was being done. I mean, all that we can talk about is something like for a later date. It's just building up the picture. So my friend was abused. He was abducted as well by the same type of people that abducted me. It's like a syndicate. I get away from there. I moved to Telford Close. It was quiet around there, and some of the people from this area has been recorded coming to that area. And this all started happening in 2003. And in 2003, I went for an operation to have my tooth taken out. It's hard to talk.
Yeah.
You
don't have to put a mask on. I've got a mask on.
Yeah, it's nice because I don't like my lip shine. No
worries.
Because it makes me look weird, man. Anyway, what happened? I had an operation in 2003. And they, I had a spot on the tip of my backside. Yeah, I'll get this thing ready. I had a spot there. What happened? When I woke up, it was on the tip. And when I woke up,
associated with smokers Of course, it's not.
They,
of course, it's the right thing to try and reduce and stop and
they
take measures to
had a
improve
bandage
your
on
health.
me,
But
and the next day there was like a big thing like this, like a tampax type of bandage, right inside. It was full up of blood. I thought maybe something's happened. I don't know. Yeah, had no proof. Obviously, you spark out for the operation.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So what happened? I've never ever said that I've been abused ever in a hospital, and I've just kept it to myself what had happened. Yeah, like with the blood. I just put it down like something might happen. I've got no proof. There's no way possible to go further. So I leave Acton, yeah, loads of shit, and I move here.
Yeah.
Right. This is where it starts. Now, when I first moved in, it was Daniel Terence Powell. He's got a sex offence order notice for life. Yeah, I've got a copy of it. I can show you, but you know, all this can be proved. You know, just to speed things up. So I had nothing but clues from him. Yeah, he was out of order. Sex offenders shouldn't be living upstairs. We could go on about all the whys and what shouldn't be's and that. There was no social services coming upstairs. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's obviously friends with everyone else. Yeah? Apart from her next door and Abdel next door. Yeah, they don't like any one of them. Yeah. And they usually have been on my side. I had a lot of runs with him. The police never did anything. I went down there. My friend had ended up in hospital because of him. Yeah, they never did anything. You'd think the sex offender would set the alarm bells ringing, but it never did. So like, he moves out. His friend who was living around the corner, they move in. Angelica Davis. Yeah.
Yep.
She's only living around the corner. While she's there, a couple of months, all of a sudden I'm arrested, accused I'm harassing them, just like that, out of the blue. Yeah. Never been in prison in my life, apart from when I was a kid, for stupid things, teachers push bike.
Yeah.
You know, when we was, 14, we done short, sharp shot. You know? An animal rights campaign, I was in there for 6 weeks. I was released after a couple of weeks, you know? So, cut long story short, you won't believe this in a minute. I should have led with this, really, but...
so this is all leading up to
well, I'm telling you,
your neighbour.
So this day, I'm in prison, yeah, right, for 1 month. They burgle me upstairs, next door. Francis, these ones here, that's the problem.
Yeah.
And there's always been these ones upstairs. They burgled me. While they were in my house, they're committing gross indecency. I can play it on audio, right? Her voice is on it, spread your legs out, Mark. And this, that, and other. Absolute gross. They're going, where's your key, Mark? And they're making out I'm in my house. Yeah? I think, why are they doing this? Yeah? Why would you do that? Commit gross in someone's house? It's on audio. People put it on the internet that know about this, yeah?
Yeah.
That I can't record. The rest I can when I'm here. So, anyway, Davis it went to court because I got rearrested for coming home, yeah? And I tried to get a house moved. They said, just get away from there. I got accused of harassing them again, recording them again.
Yeah.
So I went to court. I pleaded not guilty. 6 months I'm in prison, yeah? God knows what they were doing. I came out. Davis had moved out. And another one moved in called Asmi Michael. Asmi Michael, a Muslim type of woman. She lived in number 6 in this road. She moved in. When she was here, they were letting in people in and out. I recorded them. Then Asmi Michael moved, and they were here for about 2 or 3 years, and it was disgrace, yeah? Right? They moved out, yeah, and then an Otto Funk moves in, yeah? Right? Exactly the same, agenda. Just repeat us, if it wasn't rape, just repeat. And then talking absolute gross indecency, right? I'm just trying to find absolutely gross. Then they move out, right? And a Mohammed Shepley moves in, right? They're the same as well. And it's all centered around someone called Raphael. Did you rape Raphael? We got he raped, and you're getting all this grief upstairs here, right? It's all been reported. It's all been recordings have been listened to, yeah, by my people like Church End Medical Centre. Here we go. This was actually, I got so sick to death that I went to Childline. I got the the Gmails on my mobile, like correspondence. There's about half a year's worth. I mean, it can show you, but
Yeah,
again,
no, that's all right.
you know, if this was evidence given to Childline, I'll get that one ready for you, right? It just show you how bad it really is.
So this is all leading up to your neighbour.
Yeah. So what happened, right? I got so sick to death of all this, right? Waiting for Childline to get back to me and everything else, yeah? Where's the box? There we go. I was waiting for Childline to get back to me. Got so sick to death of it, yeah? I went to Downing Street. I'll laugh at this one. I went to Downing Street. I've got the... Sorry, 1 minute. I went to where is it? Well, I've got it here. I went to Downing Street. I went to the BBC. Now, listen to what's being said. This is me when I went to the BBC. Yeah, like, I'm sorry, I gave the stuff to Childline. Childline wrote back, the police won't do anything. Blah 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 blah. Yeah. So like, think of the words that's being said.
Here we are, BBC building. There's the poster. Apart from one lady helping me put the barrier up to put the proper posters up, no one's done anything for me. There's the poster. What are they waiting for?
Right, that's where it ends. I'll just pause it there, yeah? Right, what are they waiting for? The words, yeah? Right?
Yeah.
That's when I went to the BBC. That's 2018. 2020, 9th of November, you won't believe what they've been putting on TV, on the YouTube. All the news channels. And this is the Sun, there we go. This is the Sun. Take your masks off, fancy lockdown protest thing, yeah? Which I think they're mental, you know? I think they're crazy, them people. But, you know the Liverpoolian accent, like, yo man, great man, that accent, yeah?
Yeah.
Right. This is from the 9th of November last year. I've had this for a year. The only people I've shown is a couple of people in Church End. They said, get onto the police with it. Yeah, they're right behind me, you know? Right? Now, what it is, you'll hear it going, Jesus, they raped Mark Corsini in hospital. What you waiting for? That's exactly what you'll hear. You'll hear the chanting, dun, dun. And then you hear, Jesus, they raped Mark Corsini in hospital. What you waiting for? And you hear bleep, 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 like the bleeps they do because of swearing.
Yeah.
And I know the person who said that, yeah? But, have a listen to this. This is, I could, adverts, mate. Drives you nuts. Like I said, you know, I couldn't make this up if I tried,
Yeah, go on.
So it's, Jesus, they raped Mark Corsini in hospital. What are you waiting for? This is one bit of evidence, yeah? See that what you're waiting for?
Yeah.
You know, you got that they rate Mark Corsini and that's what you're waiting for. Yeah, so they know that I've been to the Sun. Yeah, so you got like, and there's stuff on other news tabloids, right, saying the same sort of thing, right around the world. Even stuff regarding that Capitol Hill stuff. Yeah, there's stuff on the intercom system in there. I mean, I could play you that. So, but what I'm saying is, soon as I heard that, yeah. My God, I went, man, I thought, my God, it is true, yeah? They know about something I could never prove, right? I try to contact them, can't get through, right?
Yeah.
And then what happened, in the area, her next door, yeah, it was empty for a long while, yeah, before anyone moved in. And then her next door, she, I mean, that just shows I'm not crazy, you know what I'm saying? See, that's backup, yeah? Again, it's like what the CID should be listening to that. And then what's happened here?
So, when does this all tie into?
Right, what
your
I'm
report?
gonna find it now. Yeah, I'll find it now. Actually, you better off if you. I'll put it on this one. So
So when did this happen?
what this?
You reported that your neighbour was saying
Yeah.
they want to F you in the bum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I've got it on audio. I've got it on mobile phone to prove it's what I've done. I put it onto the 8 tracks. It's louder,
Yeah.
so you can hear it. Yeah. So like this is just some of it what's been going on. Yeah. Just some of it that's been going on there. It's like I'll hear them. It's like as if they're trying to restage something that happened in the hospital.
Yeah, sure.
All of a sudden, I'm hearing my voice, clips of "we're raping Mark, we're doing," and this is going on year in, year out. Yeah, round here. They're going, "We're doing this," and I'll go for a mad dash and put my mobile phone on the windowsill, right? And then I'm recording things like. Now that bit there, it's like you won't understand what's being said there, but you've got all this like snooker stick, all this violent, yeah. Then you hear, "I'm gonna rape Corsini," and that's her voice talking along with someone else over the top of her voice, because that's what they do in this area. They're like a cauldron, a unit, where one or two says we're raping a kid, you'll have someone else talking at the same time. It's so hard to understand what they're saying as a unit in this area. When you break it down, chop it, like segment, and then go through it all, yeah, that's when you can hear it. You can hear what they're doing. And like I said, this bit. See, "I'm gonna rape." This is what she's saying. See, "I'm gonna rape Corsini." That's my name, Corsini, yeah? And then it goes on. And then you got them, "We're gonna puke on you." This is the kind of shit.
So this is what you want to report? Them saying that, yeah?
Yeah. And then you got, you see? "Rape the baby." This is all that they're doing like that. In this area like this. I mean, so, and you got some slag going, "You can piss on me." Piss. You know, she's going, "You can piss on me," and then she says it twice. You see? That's the kind of shit.
Yeah, but that's you interpreting it like that.
Yeah.
Can you be 100% sure that's what they're saying? Because to Because to me, that doesn't sound like they're saying that.
Well, if you give it a time, I can show you on the mobile, yeah?
So where were they when this was said?
You got them upstairs.
They're upstairs, yeah?
Yeah. You got, this is a new lot, yeah? You got them next door, yeah?
So
joint that are saying shit as usual.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. So you recorded this with your phone.
Yes.
Were you just here? You put it next to the window.
Yes. But it's coming from the house that they're doing it from. Most of it is coming from number 25, because I've got it on my mobile. Yeah. If I show you, I mean, it takes a time because it's the first time you've ever heard any of this kind of shit. You've got to have some kind of education to know what they're like. It's always, "We're gonna do this, we're gonna," you know.
Yeah, sure.
And
so
I've got on my mobile here now. That's number 25. Yeah, I've got this on audio as well. So that's number 25, right? Now, when you hear it on there, it's much louder, obviously. But him next door, the brother of the sister of Audrey, I'm there like that looking at the door, yeah? I'm walking past because that's where usually I'm recording the back, now I'm at the front of their building, yeah? Right? He's a little bit down here on the middle of the road with his bike with someone else. He starts saying, they're all saying derogatory things outside of me.
Is this on this video?
Yeah, and you can hear him going, can I fuck you? Right, I'll just...
So I can hear.
You see, he's going, can I fuck you, Mark? Why they're all going, no, and things like that. I chopped it on where it goes, can I fuck you, Mark? Yeah, this is what he's saying.
Okay.
And then a bit here. So, and then they're saying my friend's name, yeah, right? And they're saying things like, we're going to, as he's going past, the camera goes a bit further here, he goes past and then you can see him. And so he's going in his house there, yeah, right? He was the one saying it, right? He was the one saying it. And then I've got another one where...
So he didn't say anything to you directly, no?
It was, I'm standing at the window, and you can hear them doing what they're usually doing at night time, yeah, right? And he's going, can I fuck you, Mark? Can I fuck you? To them at the window, you know? Where they keep making out I'm in other people's houses, yeah? I mean, I've showed you that Sun newspaper thing, yeah? Right, and last time I had somebody, they said, yeah, I said, go back to Wembley, right? Because all the stuff I've handed in, it's gone to Operation Hydrant. You know Operation Hydrant, yeah? Right? Childline sent it to Operation Hydrant, right? And I'm still waiting for an Operation Hydrant interview. And this is like dating back, this is why I had to go to the Downing Street. This is why I had to go to the BBC. You see, look, this is where I've been to Operation Hydrant.
Yeah,
you see, and look, there's loads of responses. Look, I'm writing in regards to the information you sent to the NSPCC. They said they sent it to Operation Hydrant. Yeah, they said they sent it to the police. Now, ages ago, they rang me up and they said, oh, what's Operation Hydrant? I said, what do you mean? You're the police, you should know what Operation Hydrant is. They said, oh, we got sent 3 CDs. I said, well, why don't you listen to them then? You know? And like, it's like nothing was done, it's just left. And these people in the area have just gotten worse and worse and worse. You know? And I'll show you one more. This was handed in to Hydrant. Just bear with me, yeah?
Yeah, no worries.
This was handed into Hydrant. Some of the stuff recorded here. I mean, basically in my bathroom. I've got a microphone run up the side, yeah? Because I'm getting derogatory remarks before I get some of it. They're going, Mark, pull the shit. Then you got a female says, Mark, can we fuck? While they're fucking around with a kid. This is what was given a child line, yeah? I'll play it. I'll play it right from the beginning on this bit.
Yeah, just keep playing it and I'll listen.
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
You see? They say my name, Mark, can we fuck? Yeah.
So they're saying fuck.
Oh fuck. Oh.
Alright, you can stop it now, sir.
That's what's been out of the child line, man. The police have had that for God knows how long. The Collins Centre from the council's had that for 6-7 years, man. I had him here, yeah. Unlike you, I showed you that, you know, the Sun newspaper.
Yeah,
they
yeah,
wrote
yeah.
Corsini in hospital, blah, blah, blah. All right. I'm glad they put it there, yeah? It gives me a little bit of weight, a bit of backup so people can listen to me, yeah? So, like, I appreciate that. But playing it to Colin Senna, you know what he said as soon as he heard it? He went, okay, yeah, where's the drum kit? I said, what? He goes, where's the drum kit? His reaction, I got that on video, what he said.
Yeah, sure.
You know? But, I mean, it's... And this is when Ashley Michael was living it. And then I'll play something else. This is what I recorded, but there's something I couldn't record because I weren't here. Yeah, it happened behind my back. So check this out. You can see this.
Fuck out of here. Thank you. Fuck out of here. The mirror, what do you want to do? Anyway, mommy, I fucking want to bring your so much mirror right in the point.
You see, it sounds like a copper saying obviously they're raping a baby.
Anyway, mommy, I fucking want to bring your so much mirror right in the point.
And then you got her going, Abdul, yeah, and that's my neighbours next door.
Yes.
Abdul's name, yeah. I mean, I've got loads of that kind of stuff, you know. But like I said, that video of him, yeah, he's saying, "Can I fuck you? Can I fuck you?" I put it on the internet for you guys so you can look. I mean, you can download it yourselves. Go on YouTube. I'll give you a couple of titles. You guys can examine it.
So,
you know. But that, like I said, you can see that there's some stuff. Some stuff is hard to hear, right? Some stuff is just inside your face. It's untrue.
So Mark, I'm gonna say something, right? Okay. When they're in their house,
Yeah.
okay, they can pretty much say what they want.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When it's outside, then it becomes a different matter.
Yeah, but so it usually is in the gardens, in the back. That's why I record.
Yeah,
I can't record what's going on in
it's
there.
still their property, so it's known as public order, right?
Yeah.
Public order is when you're outside on the street. Imagine me and you just walking past, and I went, do you know what? Blah blah blah. Just started shouting some verbal abuse at you.
Yeah.
That would be public order.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's what we've got it down as at the moment on our system. Okay?
Yeah.
But while they're in their house, okay, that can't happen.
Yeah.
Okay, because it's not public.
Yeah.
Because it's not a public access, right?
So when am I going to get the Operation Hydrant if you don't direct them?
I don't know what you're on about either with Operation.
Well, I showed you the Gmails, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're just going to have to keep emailing them because
Yeah, but
I don't really know about
surely you should go back and say he's got something with regards to some newspaper saying he was raped in hospital. You don't see that every day.
that. Yeah. Okay.
So that rules out any bullshit about schizophrenia. You know, that surely rules out, oh, we think he's a schizophrenic, we don't listen to him. These people are committing systematic rapes. They killed a cat the other night, it's on audio, right? And all it's ever been is people upstairs, it's been handed in to the police, they've never done nothing. You had a sex offender living here, no one did anything, yeah? Every single crime that I report, yeah, never gets sorted out. I was attacked with hammers, yeah? My friend was a witness, yeah? We went to the police, we get section called We're Ill. Yeah, that can't happen no more. We got attacked again with a hammer. We went to the solicitors, why is the police doing nothing about 2 hammer attacks now? We get section called ill. He goes over a balcony in a week, we're waiting for a response from the police. Why is nothing done about 2 hammer attacks, yeah? I've got it on paperwork.
Can I take your date of birth, please?
Yeah, 29/10/64.
29/10/64.
You know, nothing was done about that, yeah? He goes over about, and they write back 1 week later after his death, oh, Mr. Walsh made a statement, drew it. That's why we've done nothing about 2 hammer attacks. That's unacceptable. Everyone's seen that, so that's wrong, that's murder. You know, everyone. I've had to live with that since 1997.
You know, you said someone said you were schizophrenic. Did you ever get diagnosed or anything?
They're the ones that are committing abuses and psychiatric crime in the hospitals used to write down this, write down that for attacks with a hammer. Oh, he thinks he's been attacked. Oh, he's a schizophrenic. He thinks he's been attacked. I've won 1,300, 400, 500, 600, 1,600, I think. I think it was 1-3 at a criminal compensation court hearing appeal for scarring. I've got proof on file. You know, they didn't say I was a schizophrenic. I moved here in 2008, Dr. Cyril. I've had a mental health team down there, they're really, really happy with me. I get on with them like a house on fire. They said, even Dr. Silver said, come to the BBC, they won't do anything. Go there, put your poster up. They're right behind me.
Yeah.
They said, we can't do much because we're doctors, we can only help you this, that, and the other, anything you need. Yeah, they just done my thumb for me last week. I had an infection. You know, it's like over the last couple of weeks, looking after me and that. They've been brilliant. You know, they've stuck by me. There's been people trying to do illegal sections behind their back. They couldn't find out what was going on. Even some of the feds that turn up here, the cops, you know. You know, you guys get called the feds. For some reason, I don't know
So
why.
when you got, you said you got sectioned, you got taken away by the police.
This used to happen all the time back in Acton.
So when you got sectioned, did anything come from that? Did you go to hospital? Did you?
I used to be in there a couple of weeks and I was back home.
Yeah.
You know, they used to.
Did they say anything?
They never did anything. It was always, oh, he thinks he's been attacked with a hammer.
Yeah.
And then I'll get a solicitor onto it and say, why are you keeping him here for? He was attacked with a hammer. You can't just do that to someone. Yeah, you don't do that. And they've never had to do that. I've been here since 2008. Yeah, 2008. Dr. Cyril, it's now 2021. They've never had to felt the need to do any of this. Every time I go down there, yeah, and say, look, there's another load of lunatics there, they say, get on to the police. They need any, want to talk to us, let them come and talk to us. We'll stick up for you, Mark. They're brilliant, my staff team. My staff down there are brilliant. I used to have Christine, mental health officer. She said, if I thought you was a danger, I wouldn't have you here in my office on your own. You know?
Sure.
So I built up all the friendship first. I said, actually, no, it's a shithole living around here. It's a nightmare. You know? And I said, have I bothered anyone? Have I killed anyone? I do the right thing. I report to the police. The police don't ever do anything. Yeah? And they said, just keep pursuing it with a child line. I've given up waiting for them to get back to me. And all I get is insulted. They do drug dealing. I smoke weed, but I don't want it on my own doorstep. Drug dealing next door from a council house. Their family member was living across the road. He's left there now, some old guy. Yeah? He went in the hospital, had his toes chopped off or something for some illness. Yeah?
Yeah.
And it's just... and then the last guy that come out, Mohammed, yeah?
Yeah.
He said, I think they want to get you a house move or something. They might go for a house move. But why should I? I like my house. It's sort out the problem in the area. All you have to do is ever get a stake out, a few coppers in the area at night, and you would not believe what you're hearing. And a proper interview. I'm still waiting for my Operation Hydrant interview. I haven't had it. I'm still waiting for it.
Yeah.
I'd just like you to ask them in Wembley, why don't you give him his interview? He's what he's waiting for. You can't just ignore what the Sun newspaper's saying. You know? It's not something you can just wipe away and make out it's not been said. You know? Because there's more of that. And I'm going to be going up to the Sun newspaper offices and said, well, I'm not getting anywhere for anything.
Yeah.
You know? So I played you that recording, man. You can't make these things up if you tried. Can you? You know? So what are they going to do? Are they going to bother speaking to anyone at all?
So, as I said, from what you've shown me, okay, from what I've listened to, from what you've shown me, it doesn't sound like what you're interpreting.
Yeah, okay.
Just to me.
Yeah, all right.
Okay,
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
interpret things different.
All right.
Plus, as I said, if they're in their house, okay, they can say what they want because it's not public.
All right.
Okay. So I'm just trying to load something up.
So if they speak a lot of gross and decent, they're allowed to sit and do that?
So obviously they're in their house.
Yeah, but to say they can sit and play like we're shitting on your mother, shit on your mum. I've got stuff where they were threatening the police. I'll play you one thing before you go, yeah? Alright? Before you go, it's not going to work. Yeah? Because this is another thing, like, they're allowed to do this, and then my mother became ill. This has been conferred with Childline, yeah? Correspondence about this. Yeah, I'll just find it for you, yeah? I can waste my breath. You know, it should, when Childline writes to Hydrant give it to the police, yeah, because they feel they've studied stuff, older stuff, yeah, right, dating back, yeah, and they feel that it should be investigated. I get a phone call from your lot, yeah, saying that there's no Operation Origin. That's in 2018. Have they had a mental health evaluation? I don't know. You know, because it sounds like they need one, man. Bear with me, yeah? When they burgled me while I was in prison, they burgled me next door. That's in my home. And then they're committing gross indecency in my home. It's been recorded, but that's just a second child line anyway. Right, let me just speed this up, yeah? This is Otto Funk's lot, moved in here 2015, yeah? I used to have a dog called Frodo, right? On it, they're going, don't worry, we'll have him back in prison, we'll sort it out for you. Talking to her next door. They're going about poisoning my mother and they're going about poisoning my dog. This has been handed in to Darwood, Mr. Darwood, I don't know if you know. Let me just find it, my friend, yeah? If you don't mind, yeah? I'm going to probably go out when you go because I've got to go and get some shopping, you know?
Well, I'm going to leave in a minute anyway because I need to touch this stuff. And then I need to go on to my next one because I've got a few appointments today, Mark.
Yeah, I'll just play this. It'll take me a couple of minutes.
No worries.
But I mean, if you want to speak to anyone in church, then don't speak to them. Say, what do you think, Mark? They say, we think it's out of order what is going on, what he's played us. They're right on my side. You wouldn't get that in Acton with Bullock and all that. You know? You wouldn't get that. You say, oh, he thinks this, he thinks that. You're locked up, drugged up out of your mind. I've been here 2008 years, I haven't been locked up once. You know? Been calm, and I'm surrounded by the worst nightmare you can imagine.
Yeah, sure.
If that's not a test of strength, you know, what is? And character and calmness, you know? What is, man, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I've played that bit what he says about poison so clear, so loud. And again, this has been handed in already. You see, that's my voice. They're going, there's a boy down your flat making out I'm upstairs, and you hear my voice. That don't want to know. That's my voice. I'm not up in their house. Even him next door said, what are they doing with your voice up in their house? But this is a bit I'll play you. It's all it's been since I've been here. You know. They're saying we're going to rape a nigger, have a shit. Hold on. It's just some of it, yeah? Hold on. It's nearly there, my friend. It's nearly there, 1 second. Yeah, here he goes. Check this out. He goes, we're sorted out for you, we'll have him back in prison. Yeah, this is what he says here, right? We're sorted out for you, right? We can put him back in prison. Then he goes, we're going to rape your mum, and then the kid goes, we poison Frodo, and then he goes, keeps on growling, meaning the dog. Yeah? Right? There you go. You see? We poison Frodo, yeah? Right? And I'll just speed up.
Right, do you know your GP's details? Is it Dr. Cyril's?
Dr. Cyril's, yeah. Yeah. Let me just speak this. I'm rewinding.
Do you know where the GP is? Is it on this road?
No, Church End Medical Centre.
Church End Medical Centre, yeah.
They were the ones saying keep on going, get the police round again. I can listen to it. He goes, I have a child, yeah? This is what it's like, yeah? He's going, just have a listen to Abdul. Abdul's don't want to know these people. So he says that, I have a child, yeah? And then she got a female going, have a wank, you got him going suck off his little willy. Then he says this. Then he says this. He goes, I'll give Jeannie this poison.
Have you got an email address?
What for?
I'm just going to put on our records.
Oh, my email?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark Corsini.
Mark Corsini, all one word?
Yeah. MarkSorsini 64 at gmail.com.
Gmail, yeah?
Yeah, gmail.com.
Okay, right.
You see? Actually, he's going, I'll give Jeannie this poison. Now, at the time, that was the 30th of August 2016. I recorded them doing that in the afternoon. About 4 o'clock, they'd kick off when the kids come home from school, yeah? Right? Within a week and a half of recording that, my mum becomes seriously ill, where and records can be checked, you know what I mean? You guys can go there. I was saying it to Mr. Darwood at the time. After a couple of weeks of recording that, I got a Mr. Darwood to come and have a listen. He said, if I hear that bit about poison, I'll be nicking them myself. I never heard anything back. I sent a copy of that updated child, I can prove it with all the files, yeah? Right? And within a week and a half, she becomes seriously ill where they didn't know what was wrong with her.
Yeah.
Right? I said, all you got to do is go down and speak to mum to get permission, speak to the doctor. When did your Mrs. Preston become seriously ill? They say, was it within a week and a half of the 30th of August 2016? They say, yeah. And they say, well, we got a recording someone threatened to poison her.
Yeah. Okay.
And this is the kind of shit I've had to part with.
No worries. Right, I'm going to write all this up, put it in a report, and we'll see where it goes from there.
But all they've got to do is give me my Operation Hydra interview.
Okay.
But you heard the Sun newspaper thing.
Yeah, sure.
I've got much more in it. You won't believe me. It got hairs on your chest.
As I said, I've got other places to be. So thank you for your time. I'll write this all up on
if you want to take note of this, if you put Mark Corsini, they killed a cat. Mark Corsini, 13th of May.
Yeah.
Mark Corsini, 9/11, what they were like round here, 9/11. I mean, or you can just ask me, say, because I put all of it on YouTube.
Yeah, sure.
To keep it safe, you see?
Yeah.
And,
Once it's on the internet, it's always on there.
It's always best to have audio proof, man.
Yeah, sure.
So then no one's going to go do anything to them, huh?
Well, I'll put it on the system, and then we'll go from there, okay?
But make sure you don't know about that Sun newspaper bit.
Yeah.
And tell them say I was at the BBC first, say what you're waiting for, and the Sun's picked up on it a couple of years later. And also I said, they rang up to see us, what were you waiting for? Okay. Great, it's great, man, you know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, bro.
See you. Alright.
That's very You'll see you later, bud. Alright, man, thanks, yeah. You had to try it. Come down and have a word, pick up. Vix, you're allowed to do what you like in your homes, weirdos. They're all allowed to do what they like in their own homes. And it don't matter about people being raped, say.